Star Wars: The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson has provided an update on his Star Wars trilogy, and it may not be the news some are hoping for. Star Wars' upcoming movies have been difficult to pin down in recent years, with release dates, updates, and story details consistently feeling limited. Johnson's trilogy, which was only loosely defined, among them. Now, The Last Jedi director has provided a disappointing update for those who were enthusiastic about seeing what Rian Johnson could do with an entire Star Wars trilogy. Speaking with Rolling Stone about his Star Wars trilogy that was thought to be in the works, Johnson shared, "While it's clear the door isn't entirely closed on Rian Johnson working on a Star Wars project in the future, this seems to fairly definitively confirm that Johnson's trilogy is no longer in development." What Rian Johnson's update means for Star Wars. Star Wars' future, especially regarding the movies, feels constantly in motion. Rey looking serious in The Last Jedi. It's not exactly shocking news that Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is no longer in the works, as even the Star Wars Celebration 2025 reveals didn't offer any new insight into the progress of that project. Even so, this update does add to the seemingly ever-growing list of Star Wars movies that are getting scrapped, and that's potentially concerning. Even movies that felt like a sure thing, such as Rey's movie, rumored to be titled Star Wars: New Jedi Order, have had very little movement, leading to questions regarding whether that movie will be made at all. There are others, of course, such as The Mandalorian and Grogu and Star Wars: Starfighter, that are more securely in the works. Yet, future Star Wars movies, and even some shows, continue to feel as though they are on unstable footing, in danger of being delayed or cancelled at any moment. Whether that's really the case is difficult to say from the outside. What we can say for sure, however, is that it's a shame to not be getting a Johnson-only trilogy. Our take on this Star Wars trilogy news. The sequels may be controversial, but more of Johnson's vision would be fascinating. The sequel trilogy was unquestionably controversial, and those movies continue to be seen by many as some of Star Wars' worst movies, although that's arguably truer of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker than it is for The Last Jedi. Even so, The Last Jedi introduced some thrilling new concepts in Star Wars movies and TV shows. Visually, it's also stunning. I'd go so far as to say it's the most beautiful of that entire trilogy. It's therefore disappointing that we won't get to see an entire trilogy done solely by Johnson. That isn't a dig at J.J. Abrams by any stretch, despite the constant rhetoric that the two directors were working in opposition to one another. It's worth noting, in fact, that in the same Rolling Stone article, Johnson discussed that rumor and explained that he never felt that way. Regardless, getting to see a full-fledged, three-movie Star Wars arc based solely on Rian Johnson's vision would have been intriguing, and I'm genuinely saddened to get this update from the Star Wars: The Last Jedi director.